Hey, happy Sunday. It's Jim. I'm once again experimenting with doing the voiceover thing, and I'm just checking my levels while I talk. I think this will be okay. So I'm gonna just continue. The voice might be too loud, but I'm just gonna leave it because it's better than when it's too low, I guess. Anyway, I'm not that familiar or comfortable with Free Loop's FLStudio, although I've had it for 20 years in some format. But somewhere along version 5, I lost interest. I was more into Ableton and kind of into Reason for a while, and then mostly now into Ableton. But I figured this is a good way to experiment with stuff, kind of under a little pressure in front of all of you. I know not in real time, but it's kind of practice to do stuff like this live maybe one day. But I'm going to keep it simple too. I'm just going to mess with the kick. I'm going to try to make a drony texture like I did yesterday, and I didn't do too well. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just going to take this kick. And I don't really like this kick, but I'm just going to fill it out and then maybe change the length of this loop to be something else. Wish I could do it. Okay. Already we're having problems here, folks. Here we go. Okay. So we'll go with 13 because that's a lucky number. And we'll just, I'm going to delete the other tracks. Just, it helps me not be so confused about things. And I want to really mess with automations. And so I want to make sure this shows up in the playlist. And I think I already see it down there. So it's pattern 1. One thing about FLStudio that I don't like is there's just not enough room for things on the screen, and I know at one point I was pushing it across the screen. I'm not sure what happened. This is a 64-bit FL20. I do use FL like a bunch of them. I have 5, believe it or not. I think 9. I might have gotten rid of 9. Oh no, 9. And then 12 and 20, and then some 32 bits in there, sneaking in there too. So, because I have some old VSTs that I like, and I just, I have a lot of unfinished FLStudio tracks from like 2002 that are just loops. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this on. And it's pretty boring. And I'm gonna take it. I guess I'm gonna mess with the sound first. So let's stop that for now, and let's just do what I did yesterday. I'll just type in kick, and I'll randomly scroll down, and I'll find a kick that I might like, or something really weird. So these I guess are oh, these are 3 us. Okay, so I don't want that. I want a sample. So let's come down here, and there's trumpets. I don't really want that. Kick. I might have lost the search. And I opened up the wrong kick. So I'm going to undo, which I can't do. Might be kind of interesting to try this, though, since I'm in this place by accident. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so a little bit more synthy. Ooh. See. Okay, so I'm gonna mix. This one's kind of taken over. This one is too low. So I'll give it like an overtone idea where that square kind of comes through. maybe I'll go with 12, like keep it the same. This one seems to be over, and then I'm gonna do that. Okay, so what's cool is that now, let me stop and let me get into song mode, because this is what messed me up yesterday was I just spent too much time in the channel rack, because that's all I'm really used to. So I think I could just paint. See, so I'm painting in a pattern here, and I'm gonna really stay simple and just use one pattern. Of course, I don't know how to duplicate, so I could just look that up on the other screen. I meant to look that up before we started. So how to duplicate a loop on FLStudio playlist. I want to call it a timeline, but it's not a timeline. It's a playlist in the lingo for this. And Control C, Control V, and that's what you do. Oh, Control B. Okay, so let's try it out. I'm going to try this out. Doesn't seem to work because I'm probably still in the browser. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to do. And I don't know, it's probably excessive, but maybe this will give me a variation in my my automation, which kind of rhymes. Okay, so I can see the whole thing. I'm going to use this guy and make like a loop here. Is this the right guy? Here we go. Okay, so I didn't get it all in the beginning. How do I correct this? I probably could just press Control A. Control A, yeah, okay. And let's do a little loop of this without much happening. Song, play. Okay, great. So I'll kind of change the size of this. I want to watch this. I want to actually slip an Edison in there, which sounds dirty, but it's not. Let's put the Edison, let's put it on the master. Okay, so they always have this limiter. I kind of like that. It helps me not go over too much. Select Edison, misc Edison, and a little bit of a thing. Just going to start recording that because it's now this hammering kick is preserved for all time. Now what I could do now is actually change the tempo. And it's see that it starts to really, it's kind of like throbbing, and it looks like it's looping, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna start messing with this a little bit. How about we take the fine and we create an automation clip, and we take that automation clip and we go back to the pencil. I'm still not used to these switching around through these things, and then it kind of creates a shape. And remember, we had like specific volume relationships between these, and you can see it moving. And then this guy, maybe I'll detune and also create an automation clip. Maybe I can copy this one somehow. Let's see, I think it was this, and then copy state. Might be right. I might be messing stuff up here. Let's see how this works. Paste state. Okay, so it's following the same contour. I'm going to vary it a little bit. At least I think I am. And I'll just leave the end the same. So that's nice already. It's a little bit of a modulation, and it's kind of an odd time signature with kind of unpredictable up and down kind of thing. It's kind of like a sine wave that has some surprises, or even a triangle or saw, but it's not. So let's see what else we can do with this. We need to go back to our instrument, which I think I can. Have I lost it? Maybe it's just this one. Yeah, here it is. Oh no, that's the. already I'm like, where's my stuff? Okay, how about that? We'll take this. You see, we can actually put little percussive patterns in there. I don't know what I just did, but I'm leaving it. Maybe just being a little less stingy with this bar. I'm gonna be watching this because this stuff here, I'm not sure where I puts it here. Anyway, it's doing a little bit of a thing, and this might help. Let's see what happens here. Create an automation clip. So right now it's just regular, and maybe do something stupid like kind of make it random. So, I'm randomizing the randomness. I'm gonna do a create sequence. I'm gonna select everything, and already it's going bananas. I'm gonna do randomize, except I got a little glitch in there. So, so I don't. Oh, okay, there it goes. And it's like a droney, throbby thing. I kind of want it to be lower, so I'm gonna grab these and just. This overtone could be cool. So kind of. Maybe leave up there. Too good. So I'm listening for how those beat. Now this thing is a pan, so that might be cool. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna create an automation clip. Then I think I'm gonna copy this one. Nope. Oh, okay, maybe I will do that. Make unique. This clip is not used. Do you want to? No, oh, okay, I'm not going to do it. Paste it. Now, okay, I can hear the panning. Maybe, when I mess with this, it changes. I think this basically just imprints like a regular pattern, but I'm going to take this one and I'm going to flip vertical just to see. So it's kind of the mirror image of the phase randomness thing. So I'm going to take this. If I move this around, maybe I can make it bigger. Cool. So I could just really get in there. So this is going to change the point, I think, and this changes the curve. So I'm going to cut a few of these guys off. Maybe bring us down a little lower and stay there for a little while. And that's that, really. Maybe paint in some more of these. I think I just duplicated the whole thing. Didn't really want to do that. So now I've got silence because I passed my loop point. So I want to start over again. Nice. This is the bridge of the song. I need to bring this thing back. So this thing, now I gotta fill it all out, but I'm trying to make it different. I think I got it now. I could put spaces in it too. And then maybe put a delay in or something. And just have it come in at the end. I'll try that. I can extend these out to kind of match that bottom one. Climaxy thing, and it's going way out still, so we need more. Didn't want that. Hopefully it'll come back good. I don't know where it's looping from now. Kind of working in haste here. Control A never hurt anybody. I probably should have done that before, but what are you gonna do? Okay, this thing is just doing its thing, and let's drop in an effect. I'm gonna drop in this one. I guess I'll do what I said. I'm gonna do like a delay or something. The delays here are pretty good. Almost all the effects I really like. The transient processor might be great to add later, but for now, let's go with just a kind of regular kind of delay. Okay. And let's do a little feedback here. I want longer. This. Okay. This is my control. So this basically puts how much there is. Now there's a lot. So I'm going to quickly bring that down. I'm going to let it ramp up a little here. Going to bring it down again. Don't want to see everything. So it's not as good for. So I've got periods where it's kind of taken over and then periods where it drops, and I could control that a little bit more with this too, the cut. So you can cut it down, probably most of these cut things so it almost disappears. So it kind of adds like another curve than your volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an automation clip. I'm going to find this feedback volume 1. And here it is. And I'm going to copy that one. There's probably a shortcut that I Control C or something that I just don't know. Could try Control V. See what happens. See, nothing happens. So anyway, let's hope it lets me paste this. Okay. So now I got like the same curve, and I don't want that. I want it to like be offset like that. Matter of fact, let me do this. Curve, but in different places, kind of like this. Okay, it's very rumbly, and I'm probably going to go back to one of those oscillators and put them back up to an octave, but maybe not both. So kind of get the best out of both worlds. This is annoying because it's like not expanding when I don't know what it's supposed to do. So I got to tell you that years ago, the 3X oscillator was like the way that I learned synthesis, somewhat. It looks different now. There used to be like a modulation window, and it's probably in here somewhere. Anyway, let's take the octave up on the round, kind of like the body. Okay. So that gives us more of a traditional kick sound, which I'm not against, but what is this? This is the mix level. See, there used to be like an envelope. What just happened is I clicked off of the screen. I don't know how that affects the Edison recording. It continues, I know that, but I don't know if there's like a click or anything. But I'm off the screen because I'm looking at how to change the envelope, because that's what's kind of cool when you have a sampler that does that. And to me, a synth should always do that. It's you don't have to do it in a modular, but usually. So filter envelopes, how to and I'm just real quick. I went right into there. So there's some videos. I don't want to watch videos right now. I think it might be this. No, it's not there. Oh, looking probably at the wrong version. The kick. See, this window looks different. But there's an envelope up here that I don't have access to at this point. The next best thing would be to have an envelope on a filter, but I don't seem to have that either. It's a little weird. It's like it put the kick inside of a... Yeah, I see I'm missing stuff, and I know I'm going to try this quick, and then I'm going to just move on. Toolbar. I'm looking something else up. Control-Shift-H. Didn't do anything. Okay, so that was kind of nice because now I could see everything, but it still didn't help me. And I'm going to move on now because I can do a lot with like a distortion anyway. So let's pull this. Let's do my thing is I like to put distortions after delays lately because it kind of hides that it's a delay. I'm going to use this fast, which is, there you go. Now we're like, level looks pretty good. We're going to mix it a little out, maybe. Give a little pre. And then I'm gonna look for like a bit. There's that other window. Hold on, I like this. This is kind of new to me too. View plugin picker. So F8. Then I get this window. And this window was very confusing to me until I realized you could just type into it. So I type bit, and of course nothing comes up. So I'll type crush, and nothing comes up. So much for that. Escape maybe? Okay. And well, yeah. Maybe a soft clipper to tame it a little bit. I don't know if that's really helping. Let's do anything. Okay. And a transient processor. This is something that I remember thinking, this is cool if I could figure it out better. I just like to offset things a little bit. Okay. So apparently I have the trial version, and I'm just going to do a little time check here. Excuse me again. Means I've been recording for almost a half hour. I'm gonna so I've been doing more talking than I usually do. Well, I do a lot of talking all the time, but in terms of these videos, because I want to see how that works, and I hope you enjoyed me kind of messing around and not knowing what I'm doing, and being kind of honest and just working my way through a couple different pieces of Fruity Loops, getting into stuff I don't know, I guess, and that helps me. Technically, it's what I call experimental. So I'm experimenting with the software or the instrument, and I'll memorialize it. We'll go check on our. Oops. Okay. We gotta check on our Edison here, wherever he may be. I think I put him in the master. Oops. I just muted everything. There he is. Just double click him. Oh yeah, he's minimized. So there he is. Hello, Mr. Edison. And this program has a lot of cool things too. That there's a normalizer. There's you can kind of fade it in or out. There's a scripting, which is cool to me because I kind of know scripting in my work. Got some stretching. I can add print on reverb. Blur is kind of cool. I remember that one. And there was one where I think you can change. Well, you can mark up the transients and tweak them a bit like that other plugin was trying to do in real time. But anyway, I'm gonna mess with the pitch here, and then I'm gonna just close it up for the day. I love the range of tempos now, because as these change, I could grab one of these and use it just as it is, like for a kick drum in a set in Ableton or something. And you guys are welcome to do the same thing. If you want to just rip this video and use the sounds, just give me credit, would be good. Or at least let me know that you did it. It would be kind of cool if somebody did that. So there's a delay happening. It'd be kind of cool to change the delay, like invert that. So I'm starting to get used to these things. So let's do the cutoff and change that around. Flip vertical. I realize now that you're not seeing on some of this because I'm on the other screen with it. For some reason it pops up over there. But I was doing like decimate points, and then this thing comes up, and I think I'm previewing it. Yeah, see, because when I move it, it does that little delay thing. It would be kind of cool to be able to automate this, but I can't. And I don't know if what I'm hearing is other stuff, you know. So right now it has like a very weird kind of, I don't know, Doctor Who 80s thing going on. I don't know. When it travels up, I'm not a big fan of that. I'd like to take maybe a series of ascending or descending notes and then chop them as an instrument in and of themselves. Just start playing it on a full-size keyboard or something, and kind of turning off the lights, just kind of jamming out on that. I might find more interesting leitmotifs, as they call them, that I can use in other things. You know, learn it on another instrument if I want. But I'm not going to do that. So now I'm going to show you this LFO. So if I hit LFO, if I can. Let me just. So if I hit LFO, see it. It took that feedback level and just gave it a very normal looking curve. Very, very normal. And then this. So I kind of get this, but it's, to me, that regularity is a little boring. In experimental music, sometimes. But if you're doing a dance track, it's, you know, everybody knows this, like from techno and 90s garage, whatever. You're just building and releasing for like a half hour. So you probably learned something from that. So this is cool because when I get it low, I'm making a less regular. I kind of like that. Look at that curve. That's cool. It's like little upside down Hershey's Kisses and flat tops. And that's the feedback level. So that's significant. Now, I wonder if I could do that with another curve. Like this guy. This D tune. This is probably going to impact something. Let's try it. LFO. It's almost totally gone. Oh. I don't know if it was computing or... No. I think it's just gone. Now this thing would help me maybe back at how long it is. I don't know. I'm gonna just do this so it varies a little quicker. It's doing that kind of regular scale thing. I'm messing with this delay volume to see if it helps anything. And then this cutoff, I want to... In other words, I'm trying to keep it away from the bottom. So, I mean, what I'm doing is fairly random, but I'm also kind of controlling it. Maybe smooth this out a little bit. Take it from there. And then I'm going to introduce another delay now. Something a little bit more complicated. I guess if I had delay 2 before, I guess I'll try delay 3. So let's go back into this and just select delay reverb. I'm going to go with 3. And maybe then, if I want to smear it a lot, I'm going to just throw some reverb on there. And I'll look at the presets. I'm going to go with this diffused. Make it a little dirty. Kind of cool. It's introducing these little glitchy guys, but I'm really looking for like a classic kind of just a delay. So I'm gonna just do what I do best, just pile more stuff on it and see how different it is. Maybe I'll go back to the delay 2 and do weird sounds. How about that one? How about perfect? And then finally, let's just throw in a bunch of reverb. Large hole. Lose the dry. just changing a couple things and then just changing the tempo, not even by a lot, and it's like a whole other song now, or at least another seed of an idea. It's pretty rough. I'm gonna rev it up a lot now. I was kind of getting tired of those whoopy noises. Okay, this will be the end. I'm gonna speed it up more, capture that, and then hit stop, export, stop. Okay, folks, this is Jim signing out. Hope you enjoyed this rather extended, about 50 minutes, almost an hour's worth of me messing around with FLStudio, but better than yesterday, but so much more to learn. And I might be back later with another video. Maybe I'll sit outside with an iPad. Probably won't do the voiceover because the wind, I don't know, I didn't like that one yesterday. The wind is too much. But the results were pretty good. So maybe we'll be seeing some releases based on some of these recordings. Have a great day. Bye.